You just like my sidekick, I just want to fulfill all your desires.
Disclaimer: if you are triggered by divination, astrology, tarot, and worldly discussions, this channel is not for you.
Hello guys, welcome back to my channel, Wisdom and Light here, and I am back with another trending topic reading. If you are new to this channel, welcome. Hi, my name is Bianca and welcome to Wisdom and Light, where we do trending topic readings like this one, astro messages, pick a card readings, and whatever that's going on in the cosmos. Thank you so much for clicking on this video, for sharing space with me, and just supporting. I deeply appreciate it. And we are already in the month of December. Oh my goodness. 2025 was quite a year, but let me tell you, this reading was highly requested from a lot of you. We are going to be reading on Jhene, Aiko, and Big Sean and why they broke up. It was announced that they broke up around when, October, November, like at least to the public. I feel that they've been separated for a very long time. I just think that they came out with it October, November-ish, right? So a lot of you guys wanted to know what happened. So we're going to be doing a reading on just what happened and the energy and just what I'm seeing in my cards using my intuition. So, disclaimer, these readings are done for entertainment purposes only. You do not have to believe in anything that I'm saying. Grab what resonates, grab what doesn't. Just keep in mind that this is just my intuitive breakdown, my even opinion here and there. So you don't got to believe in anything, but this is just what I'm seeing. We also did a reading on Jhene, Aiko, and Big Sean a couple months back or a year or so ago. So I'll put that video in the description box down below if you would like to see it, because I feel like that reading was basically pretty accurate in regards to what we're seeing right now. So we may even see a continuation of that reading, but let's see what the divine has to say. And let's jump in and get started. I hope you guys are doing well, by the way. Hope everything is good. I hope you're having a peaceful holiday season. And if, let's say, it's been a little rocky, I hope that my videos bring you a little bit of joy or Christmas cheer. So, yeah. Alrighty. So what happened with Jhene, Aiko, and Big Sean? Ace of Wands. 3 of Pentacles reversed. Page of Swords. Okay. We have also the Page of Wands that's showing up for Big Sean and Jhene, Aiko. What happened here? The 2 of Swords. How does this end for them? And the High Priestess. Put my crystal. And last card is the Hangman. Okay, so why did they break up? Ace of Wands, 3 of Pentacles reversed, the Page of Swords. The word that's jumping out at me is immaturity. Yeah, that's what I'm getting. It's like the relationship, and granted, they've been together for 10 plus years. So you would think that the connection in itself was seasoned enough for them to take things to the next level, but no. This feels like there was just something going on here where they weren't able to take things to the next level because somebody was pausing it. And we know that's probably Big Sean, especially when we see the Hangman that's showing up here. But the reason why I feel like I'm hearing the word immaturity is because the 3 of Pentacles reversed and the Page of Swords is upright. I feel like what that's telling me is they weren't seeing eye to eye on how they were going to build and work together. 3 of Pentacles can actually talk about breaking this up. So this is telling me they have been separated for quite some time now. They have been living their own lives for a minute. We're just now hearing about it, or well, granted, this is old news. I'm just catching up with the readings that I didn't get a chance to tap into because a lot of you guys were hitting me up about this to do a continuation. But they've been separated for a while now. And I do feel that someone initiate, like, I feel like Jhene Aiko was the one that said, okay, you know what, we're not seeing eye to eye, let's just see how we feel. I'm also getting a sense of, we're going to separate, we're going to see how we feel. But as the days went on, there wasn't a conversation of, are we going to get back together? It just kind of feels like a fight or a disagreement that happened, and we'll talk about it. We'll probably get back together. We'll probably work it out. But someone in the dynamic already knew that this is the end. Because for all the times that maybe we were not on the same page, we found a way to come back to each other. Someone here knew that once this person walks out that door, this is what it's going to be going forward. And with the hangman that's right there towards the end of the reading, that's also telling me that someone was waiting for a very long time for something to pull through. So guys, I feel like this is a continuation of the last reading that I did. Jhene Aiko got tired of waiting. Page of Wands, Two of Swords, and the High Priestess. And the thing is, she knew that it wasn't going to happen. She held on for as long as she could, but she didn't get what she wanted in the end. The High Priestess says, you knew all of this time. And that's what happens when we love somebody. We kind of ignore our intuition. We want it to work. We want it to be successful, you know? But here's my thing. These two cards fell on the floor. The Four of Swords, the Two of Cups upright. I just asked my intuition, will they get back together, right? Because couples do this a lot. Breakup, makeup, at least couples like this. Is it healthy? No. But this happens more often than people would like to admit. Will they get back together? You know, will they get back together? Five of Wands. Yeah, there was other people here, so somebody wasn't being faithful. This doesn't shock me at all. This does not shock me. Yeah, somebody wasn't being faithful here. Yeah, Jhene Aiko was definitely, you know what, I've had enough. I'm finding out things. I've been very patient. I've been very understanding, but I deserve more. I deserve better. And then there's also something about this breakup where breakups are never easy, right? But there's something about this where Jhene Aiko it's very much so, I want peace. I want us to do right by our child, and I want us to go about this in a way where we are not disrespecting each other. So this is why when they decided to go their separate ways, it didn't get messy, which I do appreciate. I do appreciate that the both of them have enough self-awareness to be like, you know what, we're not working out, but let's not turn this into a thing. Let's do this the right way. So I do respect that they were both trying to, in a way, protect each other from the inevitable, but she definitely walked away because there was definitely someone else here. Five of Wands, five's a party. There was definitely something that was happening that should not have been happening. Four of Wands. But the question that I asked is, will they reconcile? Will they get back together? Back of the deck is the Lovers. I have a feeling that they still have a tether to each other. They still have unfinished business. Personally, they should probably stay separated for a very long time and just co-parent. That way they can outgrow this cord that they have, this thing where they are able to pick up on each other and then they fall back into the same old thing. If they give each other enough distance, then they can be able to transform what's unhealthy into something that could be healthy. And that is friendship, co-parenting, and just you go your way and I go my way and let's coexist. But so long as they are tugging at each other spiritually, someone's pulling the other in, someone is not allowing the other to move forward. I'm not sure who it is. It's like they make a decision to walk away and then something happens to where she needed my help or he needed my help, and I'm just doing X, Y, and Z. And then before you know it, they fall back into that cycle that they do. So I feel like this is not the first time that, granted, I feel like we've noticed already, this is nothing new. They've sung about it in their music, but they have broken up a lot of times, and they have this telepathy. They pick up on each other, and then they do it again and again and again. And if they actually separate, I'm hearing intuitively 2 years, they can really break this thing that they got going on and turn it into something that can benefit them, where they can be very active in raising their child together, where again, they're not together, but they're coexisting. I feel like they want to get to that place, but they have this thing, like it pulls them in. They would really need to separate, because the reading is actually telling me that they are not together right now, but they could easily fall back into it again. You got the Four of Wands, the Death reverse. The Death reverse is something that should be released, something that should not be revisited. It's going to get revisited, because death is final. However, this keeps getting resurrected. And then you have the Lovers right here. Yeah, this is very karmic. Very, very karmic. Now, why did they break up? The Hangman is right here. Someone was waiting for something for too long. So again, this could be Jhene, Aiko. She wants marriage. Big Sean didn't want to do it. Big Sean has proposed to his ex or whomever in the past, but there's this thing where it's just not happening with Jhene, Aiko. And that's a tall tale sign. If he doesn't want to do it, he's not going to do it. So ladies, it doesn't take 10 years. As a matter of fact, I spoke to a lot of men, and a lot of men would say that give a man 2 years, and if he doesn't propose after 2 years, then there's exceptions here and there, but a lot of men that I have spoken to, they have told me 2 years, 3 years maximum, but the number that I keep hearing is the number 2. And it's funny because intuitively I feel that they need 2 years apart for this cord to be broken, so they can meet people that want to honor what it is that they want. So if Jhene, Aiko gives herself 2 years to just be single and to herself and raise her baby, she may come to the conclusion, because intuitively I feel like, let me see, Spirit, she's still very tied up on Big Sean though. I don't feel like she's going to, I don't feel like she wants to marry anybody else. It's like, you know what, this fell through. 7 of Cups, 8 of Pentacles. I don't feel like she wants that with anybody else. Yeah, she really had her hopes up for this. Show me Big Sean. Let's look at Big Sean. Also, another prediction that I have, because I remembered a few years back I did a reading on the channel for Jhene, Aiko, and I was saying that her concerts are going to be very spiritual, and I saw singing bowls when I was like doing a reading on it, and sure enough, her concerts had singing bowls in them at the time. So a lot of you guys were hitting me up about that. I'll make sure to link those readings in the description box down below, but I just saw a woman painting something. I don't feel like it means that she's gonna get into like art and maybe submitting her art in Art Basel, which, by the way, the first week of December, Art Basel is happening in Miami. It's like a big deal over here. It's like a big art festival. I'm debating if I should go, but I don't know yet. But I don't know. I just saw intuitively a woman making the first stroke on a canvas, like painting something. She's getting ready to create something new. So I don't feel like it's necessarily Jhene, Aiko painting. It could be, but this also represents to me that she is getting ready to release music. She is getting ready to pour her heart into something that means a lot to her. But there is a vibe of, I'm going to take my time and see how that looks. Also, when it comes to her concerts, there's something about it where I feel like she's going to want to do something on the beach, or have something where there's a performance on the beach, or I don't know why. It could be a music video. It could be something where the ocean is present. I just feel that strongly for her. Okay. The Magician. She felt like Big Sean was just living a double life. That kind of makes sense because I was picking up on other people. The Magician is a trickster. The King of Wands is someone that's, yep, this is all hypersexual energy. So she found out something that was just not becoming of, you know, a baby father. But then again, it kind of is, because like, this is kind of what I expect from men that don't want to be married and they're with you, but they're not really making a full-on commitment, and they're just kind of like doing what they want to do. So all of this behavior is to be expected. I don't assume the best in situations like this. I just don't. That's just where I'm at with that. Page of Wands, Two of Wands. There was just so many people here, but they don't want it to get messy to where they take it to court. They don't. Yeah, Jhene Aiko's being guided to walk away from this and just co-parent with this man. Co-parent with this man, co-parent with this man. But there's a very terrible cycle of going backwards with the Eight of Wands reversed. So as long as they stay separated for the next 2 years, history won't repeat itself. But the reading is kind of giving on again, off again, on again, off again, on again, off again. Only they can break this cycle. The only positive thing that I'm seeing in this reading is I don't feel hostility. I actually feel that they could really be amazing friends and co-parents in the future. I feel like they are both very capable of that. I feel that they are both spiritual enough to work at this, but you know, yeah. So yeah, guys, that's kind of the reading. That's what I'm seeing from this. You know, Big Sean, it's just not what he wants. Let me ask, why doesn't he want to get married? Because he still, there's things about it that scares him, and also he dealt with a lot of rejection of who he actually wanted to marry in the past. There's shadow work. There's a lot that's going on here. He's not ready for that, and he knows that. He's very aware of himself. So Jhene girl, pack this up. And that's exactly what she did. So hopefully they can just focus on themselves. But they have to be careful, because they can easily fall back into hooking up, and things get murky and confusing. And, you know, the reading is saying, yeah, with the foundation and achievement that's showing a family, just work on creating a strong unit together. Now, let me see. Will Big Sean ever change his mind? Because here's the thing. People can change their mind. What if he changes his mind, right? The Hangman, the King of Cups. Will he change his mind and want marriage? Because maybe this is just a phase. This is just a moment. Six of Swords. Yikes. The Empress. Will he change his mind? He can have a coming to Jesus moment and say, you know what, maybe I'll consider it. But Eight of Swords and the Judgment, then he overthinks it. And if Jhene Aiko and Big Sean, if they continue to like be on again, off again, another child can happen too. So honestly, it's for the best. It's really for the best. Just, yeah, that's what I'm getting. But we shall see. So my prediction is they may get back together if they continue to stay in this cycle. A child could happen again. So they just want to be very careful of honoring the distance that has been created between the both of them. As long as they honor that, I feel like they can elevate into amazing friends and co-parents. That is my prediction. I have no ill will towards them, wish them the best. Basically, the challenge is going to be breaking a harmful cycle that they both unintentionally created. And they should find the willpower to slip out of that so they can be the best that they can be for their child. And I believe that they are going to do that. So it's going to take time. Breakups are not easy, but they teach us a lot about ourselves when we understand that sometimes things have to come to an end. And just because you break up with someone and something didn't work out, that doesn't mean that the time that you shared with them didn't teach you a lot about yourself. But only truly letting something go can allow you to process what you learned from it. Everything happens for a reason. We meet people for certain chapters of our lives. And as long as they're able to acknowledge that this person is a chapter of your life, he's not supposed to be forever, then then it will be okay. Anyways, leave a comment down below. Let me know what you guys think in regards to this reading. What are your thoughts on this? Are you on Jhene Aiko's side, Big Sean's side? Did you always knew that Big Sean was never going to marry her? Let me know what you guys think about this reading, and we will be back with another one in the future. Bye.